NFL. And we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He had a great week last week. Well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Vikings and the Bucs on Monday Night Prime Time.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here. I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive. But more than 2 interceptions. Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game. What's the deal, dog? Ready. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 23 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too. Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week. And cycle. Fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack. Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result. Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown!
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
Holding offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Still second down.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And a great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Worley drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3. To be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Henry running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
The defense certainly did its part. It got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to move back in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
17, yellow, 1. Hey, hold on. Black one. Ready?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pass field, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Ready?
On the jet sweep, it's Robinson. Look at the spin. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first down carry for Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Allen Lazard as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He completes it to Henry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A final shot before break. Olsen steps away. And his throw is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10.
Carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Come on. Hey.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the back. Nice loss.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A check down here for Henry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, Brad. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Again, it's Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They set up the screen for Henry.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So the second field goal in this 3rd quarter, and this one gets us back to level.
I like when you do it that way. We're going to start talking about the pitch soon. I love that. 2 drives, 2 scores, that's a plus. But we also know that they're going to need to find the end zone if they want to win this game.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. They run once more with Taylor.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Back.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken around the 12. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. They begin with Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. That's a big run that time by Henry, giving 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff to Henry. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Ready.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And taken down just shy of the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100. And what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. 2:07 remaining. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down.
It's complete. Lazard.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now a throw here, hauled in. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. And they take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
In this Minnesota victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm falling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field Sunday magic.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat,